Yes, hello, it's me again. I'm very happy that I can introduce Dixon Bahandagira from Uganda. First, we will show a short video that introduces himself, and I was very lucky to meet him online a week ago in an international meeting. I was very impressed about his story and what he has to tell. And he calls himself a philanthropist, and he's a climate activist and environmentalist in his home country, in Uganda. So we show the video now.
Your idea is to defend and fight for nature. No one can stop the idea. I was young, 9 years old. Our family's house was destroyed because of floods. My area, we are near the river Nyamwamba, and due to changes in weather patterns, it always bursts its banks, which leads to flooding, destruction of properties, death, and everything. I was not able to grow up with my family. I didn't experience that love of father, grandparents, and everything. And I had to stop going to school. This happens and still happening in my area. Floods after floods. Last year it was disastrous. The school dropout is high. Roads have been blocked and destroyed. You cannot access schools. I never want other people to be victims like I was. When we plant trees around the river banks, the soil is strong. It cannot easily burst its banks. So I'm using this campaign to create awareness. That's why I'm doing it mostly in schools, hospitals, army barracks. When we help children to understand the importance of trees, the importance of fighting and defending nature, this is a permanent solution. If you don't trust the system, then make your own system. Together we can. Nothing can stop an idea whose time has come.
Okay. So we'll now try to have Dixon with us live. So Dixon, I hope you can see us. And I'm gonna turn the screen so that you can see not just me, but people here. Okay, Dixon, so we would like to hear more about the experience of climate change in Uganda. Okay, we cannot hear you, so wait a second. I think this could be a problem. Sometimes the... No, I think he's okay. But I think sometimes the HDMI doesn't work, so I'll try the other cable.
Well, the audio is not goes not over the beamer, but over the notebook in the
Okay,
in the loudspeaker.
So I think sometimes for let's try it. I don't know why, but
I think, sorry. May I?
Sure.
The disaster, eine lange Zeit lang.
Erzählen.
Maybe I should go here.
Ja, wir sind alle letzten.
Ja. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay.
Einer meiner Professoren.
Okay, try now. Dixon?
Hello?
Yeah, perfect. It's
Now you
nearly
can
like
hear me.
having you here. Nearly.
Okay. That's great. I'm truly happy and excited to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me to share my story.
So, Dixon, can you tell us something about, I mean, we already saw it in the video, but can you tell us something more about the experience of climate change in your country?
Okay? This is how I'm going to start it. Let me first introduce myself. I'm Dixon Bahandagira. I'm a philanthropist, a climate justice activist, and environmentalist from Uganda. Now, I will start by quoting the great Nelson Mandela, who once said, "We have a limited time to stay on earth, but we must try and use that period for the purpose of transforming our community, our planet into what we desire it to be." We are all here because we need a better society. We are all here because we wish well for our planet. If we don't love our planet, we could not have gathered here to share something. I'm from Africa. A lot is happening in Africa. But you can't believe it that historically, Africa have contributed only 3% of the global emissions. But we are already experiencing the most brutal impact as a result of climate change. Climate change have left Africans only suffering because of floods. I myself am a victim of floods. I'm a victim of climate change. You heard my story. I had to drop out from school because our crops were destroyed by floods. And my parents could not raise the school fees. I had to stop because the education is expensive in my country. A lot is happening. Drought, famine. People are dying because of hunger, starvation. This is not only in Uganda but in Africa. I'm talking about Africa, what is happening in Africa. Madagascar alone, over 500,000 people died last year because of hunger, starvation. In Uganda alone, northern part of our country, people are dying because of famine. Homes, crops have been destroyed, and people have nothing to eat. Last year, schools had to be put in lockdown. It wasn't just because of COVID, but it was due to changes in weather patterns that happened. We were hit by devastating floods last year. Up to now, people are still living in camps. People resorted to staying in schools, so children have to go back home. They cannot study. The government is using schools as a settlement site for those affected. And the media does not report that because the media stations are owned by leaders, government officials. They don't want to show what is happening on the ground. People are dying, people are suffering. The school dropout, girls are suffering, girls. Some cannot afford menstrual pads. Some cannot go to school because of the long distances they go to. Roads are destroyed by floods. schools are inaccessible. You have to walk kilometers after kilometers to access schools, which are already destroyed. I think you saw what happened in my video. We were near a school which was already destroyed by floods. And people don't care about what is happening. Their leaders don't talk about the loss and damage. What they focus on is the promises. We cannot continue talking about promises. We need actions. As a victim, I don't wish everyone to go through that. Because we have three types of people in this world. We have people who talk about what happened. We have people who watch things happen. They just watch, oh, that have happened, it's okay. And we have people who make things happen. I'm this kind of person who make things happen. That's why I had to come up with a permanent solution, not a temporary solution. People are tired of temporary solutions. Just after being hit by floods, what they do is giving out food, giving them a little spaces where they can stay for some few days. But they are not coming up with permanent solutions. That's why I had to come up with at least something that they can do. Something. Because I knew if only talking about climate change is not enough. We need to take action because we are encouraging people to take action. That's why I had to come up with a 1 million tree planting campaign. A huge campaign. How many people told me, you can't do this, it's hard, what. But I assured them that one day I will prove you that they can implement this campaign. Because this is not about me, it's about those people who love nature. Those people who want to transform other people's community. Since 2019, I have been running this campaign, facing a lot of challenges. Because you plant trees when they're still young, still floods come and hit the place, all trees are destroyed, and we had to keep planting because the trees help to keep the soil firm. They help to reduce the massive impact caused by the floods. I'm currently running a 1 million tree planting campaign in schools, hospitals, army barracks. I want to bring everyone on board to come up with action, to come up with solutions, permanent solutions, because we were betrayed by our leaders. Our leaders don't care about the next generation, they only care about the next election. And when you care about the next election, you do things that can make you popular, not things that can prepare for the next generation. Many people have embraced my campaign. Many people have come out to support my campaign because they understand what I'm all about. They understand what I'm trying to solve. I was invited here to share this story so that they can encourage as many people as possible to come on board. To come on board and support me, we solve this problem in Africa, the problem that the media doesn't talk about. But I'm lucky I can tell you what is happening on ground. I can tell you millions of people are homeless here. Millions of people are starving. Millions of people don't know what they can eat the next day. But 1% of people are okay because they don't care. They can access everything they want. They are rich. I truly request for your support. I truly want to achieve my target of planting 1 million trees in my community. Because I know how trees will help my community. It is not only these trees, but it will solve the problem of hunger because I'm focusing more on fruit trees. At least people can feed on fruit trees. And we create awareness through this campaign. We show the importance of conserving nature. This campaign helps us to put the government on pressure to come up with good policies, policies that can help our people. Thank you so much for hosting me. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share my story. I'm looking forward to connecting with all of you at least. Let's be in touch. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to always share my story so that we can get people who can truly help our community. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything. I can read out my number if anyone wants to get in touch. I have a pocket funding campaign whereby anyone can donate.
Thank you. Thank you, Dixon. I think we are all very touched and also terrified by what you said. So yeah, we thank you for sharing your experience, and as we just concluded a talk in which we noticed how we in Europe and in Northern America have really done the worst that we could with respect to climate change. So we emitted a lot of greenhouse gases, and so we are at fault now, and we should just apologize for what we have done. And so I hope you accept at least our apologies for what, well, maybe not we personally, but what people living in these countries have done and keep on doing. And I'm sure many people will be as moved as I have been by hearing your experience, but also motivated, not just moved, but motivated to do more than what we do to help people in Africa who are really struggling and fighting for their life day by day. So I'm sure that many people will support your campaign. So we'll make sure that in our social media there is a link to your website so that people can support your campaign in a tangible way. This is what we can do for the moment.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm truly happy and excited because it's hard to do something alone, but as a team, everything is possible. Because nothing can stop an idea whose time has come. An idea's time, if it has come, it will always sell itself. People will always admire the idea.
Yeah.
That's give me hope. It always gives me hope. People like me, like I know I have paused my planting now because I am lacking funds. I have over 37 schools which have invited me to go and plant trees, to go and talk to students. But currently, I don't have funds to run my project. So I had to pause until people support me so that I can be able to resume and plant trees.
Yeah, we admire your strength, and we encourage you to continue in your fight. I don't know if there are other questions from the audience. Okay, so there are...
He should give us his bank account. He should give us his bank account, then we can help him to buy the plants for continue his planting action.
Yes, so there is the possibility. So we have the link to his campaign, the website as well. We'll share it.
Yeah.
Okay, Dixon, so I think we are very grateful, and yeah, we express our gratitude again for your participation in our event, and yeah, we wish you all the best, and for sure we stay in touch.
Thank you so much. I'm praying so hard to get the support that they truly need so that they can be able to transform my community. Thank you so much. Always share my story. Always encourage people to support me. Because when big companies support our government only extorts money. They eat money, they don't use money to solve people's problems. They just care about themselves. But we are on ground helping people because we love a better society for everyone. Our dream is to transform our community into a better place that everyone can be proud of. Together, united, can never be defeated. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Follow me on my platforms, share my number so that we can get in touch with everyone.
Will do.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.